Hey guys, Geiger here with Let's Play Pokemon Crystal, and the last part. We defeated Janine of Fuchsia City, and now we're pretty much gonna do, well, completionist kind of stuff. But, well, there is one thing that we have to do, and yeah, this is gonna probably be the most exciting moment out of the next, probably 2 videos. Well, this one and next one, anyways. But anyways, the only thing we can really do now is get this Snorlax out of the way, which we can do now that we got the, Pokemon extension thing, and we can use the Pokeflute at the very back here. So what you have to do is, basically you have to activate the channel and then talk to the Snorlax while it's playing. And you'll actually place it near the Snorlax, and it will wake up and attack us, just like last time. Now, in a way, Snorlax is actually technically, well, like, technically, it's a legendary in this game, because it's the only chance you're going to get at getting this thing. Unless you trade it over in the first gen, which you could do. But, like, in the last gen, you had 2 chances to catch this thing. In this game, you only have 1. Now, the annoying thing about this Pokemon is that, well, I can't show it off yet, although that rollout's going to be really problematic. Damn, and it has good defense. Snorlax is a pure normal type Pokemon. It has moves like Rollout and stuff, and it's very defensive. And like you see just there, the little gimmick it has with that is that it naturally holds an item called Leftovers, which, when equipped to a Pokemon, will gradually increase its HP, or basically restore its HP, rather. Alright, Surf is a bit more, but it's gonna kill me with Rollout, so, ooh, that's bad. And Leftover. Alright, let's, switch over to Elica, because you can actually take Rock-type moves. And I do have Sand Attack, so with any luck I can, blunt this guy's Assault. that was a Stage 4 rollout, and I just took that like a champ. Well, let's go ahead and go with Earthquake. I mean, I thought it was going to do a little bit more damage. Alright, so he can't take physical attacks as well. And fully paralyzed, but he's going to recover a little bit leftovers. And that's going to be an annoying thing about this, trying to catch it, because, well, let's use some Heavy Balls. Heavy Balls would actually be ideal for this, since this is one of the heaviest Pokemon in the game. Oh, 2 shakes, not bad. But, yeah, it is annoying to try and catch this thing, because you constantly have to deal with leftovers, which will constantly raise its HP, so it makes it harder to catch the longer the battle goes on. Unless you have to damage it again, then you risk hurting it again. I can't poison it, so this shouldn't... Oh, shoot, that didn't do anything. And it's starting to roll out again. Here, let's just throw another ball and see what happens. I'm not gonna get anywhere, and Slash is gonna be too powerful. Oh wow, that actually didn't take much time at all. Huh. Well, there you go, Heavy Balls. Alright, sleeping Pokemon. This Pokemon's stomach is so strong, even eating moldy or rotten food will not affect it. And yeah, 1,000 pounds! Over 1,000 pounds this thing is. And the music's still playing, I might want to fix that. But yeah, that's why you want Heavy Balls, because I think the Apricorn Balls, like, if you do them right, you get, like, 4 times the, like, catch rate. So, yeah, it definitely worked on that Pokemon. But I'm gonna go heal up real quick, because I'm in kind of bad shape. So I'll be right back. Alright, so now that we're back here, I could be continuing over here to Diglett Cave, since it's now accessible. And now we can actually catch Diglets, too. But... again, to be completionist, like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm going to be going through the routes on the eastern side of Kanto, so yeah. That's what I mean about, you know, the next 2 videos, like this video and the next video are going to be kind of boring, because, yeah, this is what I'm going to be dealing with. I'm going to be completing around 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think that's all of them. Or I think that's it. Basically, I'm going to be covering, basically Silence Bridge. Kind of what I did in Pokemon Yellow. Only, you know, I actually, you know, waited until I did both Cyclic Road and Silence Bridge before I did Fuchsia, but anyways. But yeah, I'll be going ahead and dealing with that. And understandably, it's going to take me a long time, because there are quite a few trainers along the way, so yeah. I mean, as to be expected, I suppose. And Psychic Fidel, kind of an odd name for Psychic, alright. Alright, well anyways, this is gonna be one hell of a crucible again. I hate repeats. Alright, well, all I can really do is just kind of chug along with the trainers and hopefully come up with insightful and engaging commentary. Because, I don't know. I don't really know what these are. Are these supposed to be like gates or something? And there's no one over there. Alright, never mind. Yeah, my throat. There's no cheating in Pokemon. Let's keep it fair and square, man. Well, unless you use Dark-type moves, because that's a cheat move set. I don't know where it's going at. A lot of the Dark-type moves, like later on in the Pokemon universe, like they do tend to have like tricky side effects. Like you have Thief, which steals hold items, and then Pursuit, which, well, I think Pursuit's available now or next generation, but like it does more damage when the Pokemon is switching out or fleeing. So, damn it. This is what I get for eating a hot dog, because my throat always gets really phlegmy whenever I eat ketchup. Which is bad, because I love ketchup. Heinz, you need to come out with that multicolored ketchup again. I loved having purple ketchup. That was kind of cool. And release green ketchup whenever you have St. Patrick's Day. I don't know, and then have golden ones sometimes. I'm probably the only weird person here who likes food like that. I don't know. Jeez, we're only a few minutes into the video and already I'm sounding like a complete idiot. Alright, Ice Punch. Whee! Because that makes sense. Jeez, don't really know what to talk about. Kinda tired right now. Been doing work. Making money, but not quite enough. Oh, look, it's a Crobat. Huh, that's actually kind of surprising. You don't often see regular trainers with Crobats. I don't know. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that should... 15 levels ahead, that should take care of it. Let's see, I'm trying to think what trainer-wise. I mean, we're gonna be finding a lot of youngsters in this run particular, and then, like, there was that Psychic, and there might be another Psychic around here. There's no engineers here this time, which is different. But, and then Route 12 is... I'm probably gonna be able to get to Route 12 by the end of this, but... Or at the end of this video, at least. Again, that's a lot of fishermen are there, and... Oh, it's this guy. Huh, that's weird. Kind of went on a circle. Then I guess the only guy left is this guy. Alright, and there's an item up there, and... Alright, that guy has a very small sight range. Or the grass is really tall, I don't know. Alright, what do you have? You have Execute. Oh, this should end well. For me, anyways. But, honestly, I don't know what to talk about. What I've been doing around this point in time is playing League of Legends and, let's see, while working on Pokemon and... Yeah, I want to get a lot of recordings done, and the shameful part about this is that I don't really want to speed up the video and play like music, because I don't really like doing that. I like talking. Or, you know, I don't like... Well, it's not that I don't like... It's not that I like talking, it's just that I don't like silence. Like... I don't know, I prefer, you know, videos that actually have, like, stuff going on. If, like, too much, like, pause time is in between, like, thoughts. I get a little unnerved, I'll admit. Like, just, not trying to call you out, but, like, PK, he did that a few times with his, earlier CSS videos. Like, the ones he did solo, anyways. But, yeah, that kind of stuff. I don't know. Just kill you. Again, although I kind of described this already, there's really nothing really to talk about, because again, you're just kind of going through the trainers, and again, I'm only really showing this off because I'm a completionist. I have to do this kind of stuff. It's just gonna bite me in the butt eventually, because I'm gonna have to be dealing with those roaming legendaries at some point. again, I'm probably just going to be saving that for the end, though, because I want to train up my Pokemon, because I'm going to have to deal with Lugia and Ho-Oh eventually. And those guys are going to be level 70, and then I got to train up for Red. But before I do all that, I got to train up for Blue, because Blue is actually... He's actually quite a few levels ahead of everyone else, gym leader-wise. Are you the same? I don't know, whatever. Yeah, I saw that coming. I mean, it's just kind of sitting there. I mean, you kind of expect it. What do you have? Nah, berry. Yeah. You can never be without too much berries, I guess. Alright, so there's no building this way this time. It's just one straight path, and of course, normally there'd be Snorlax here, but there isn't, so... Well, because it wouldn't fit, I guess. It's kind of funny, though, how in Generation 1, like, the Snorlax only took up, like, 1 tile, and yet in this game it can take up to 4. But again, you know, the processing power is a little bit more powerful at this point, or at least it was more developed. Alright, but anyways, this is Route 12, the beginning of the Silence Bridge. I didn't want to start from Lavender Town just because I had to do that route right there. Nothing really interesting to note of Pokemon-wise, not until you get to Route 13, where there is actually a very special Pokemon that you can find, albeit it's extremely rare, but I'll get into that when I, you know, get to that route, I guess. But now, more Manticore trainers. Because we haven't gotten enough of those already. God, I didn't even see it move. Okay, and he has Quillfish. Sorry, that's good news. Let's send you out. Quillfish is an interesting Pokemon. It's kind of useless though because it doesn't have any evolutions. Its stats are kind of crap, anyways. I mean, honestly, when it comes, honestly, I feel as though like the Pokemon series kind of does a disservice with Water-type Pokemon because basically what they do is they kind of just pick all of the fish in the sea, like all the different kinds of fish that there are, and make them into Pokemon. And most of the time, they make them into pretty much no evolution Pokemon, like, or the evolutions don't make sense, although that really the only case of that is Remoraid, because it goes into one of those, I forget what they call them, like secret fish or something like that, but like the things that kind of attach onto sharks, or in this game, Mantines. But then it evolves into an octopus, and that doesn't make any sense. And then you have a Pokemon like Quillfish, which again only one stage. Corsola, Relicanth, but Relicanth was actually kind of useful. Honestly, I actually tried using it during one of my Ruby playthroughs. It actually went really well. Especially since I had the Rock Head ability on it, or whatever the one thing it is that prevents you from suffering recoil damage. Which is just amazing on a water and rock type Pokemon. But I'm trying to think of other stuff. There is more examples. Well, I mean, again with this game, I mean you had Mantine, which only had one evolution. Well, until like I think they introduced Mantine in 4th gen. I want to say they introduced it in 4th gen, which again kind of useless. Then there was that useless, and then there's Love Disc. Which really the only reason why that Pokemon was conceived was because of the heart scale thing, which became completely redundant in the later parts of Gen 4. If not in early Gen 4. And then in a related note, I really need to try Remoraid one day just to see how good Noctillery is. It's such a weird Pokemon. The good thing about Octillery, though, is that it naturally learns Lock-On, which is, you only get 5 uses, but it basically guarantees that the next move is going to hit, whether it be Tackle or Zap Cannon, which is why you tend to see Lock-On. I think Magnemite does learn Lock-On naturally, too, and I believe it does learn Zap Cannon, too, so that's a really killer combination right there. Because Zap Cannon is 50% accurate, but if you use Lock-On, it's you're guaranteed to hit with a powerful electric-type move that insta-paralyzes. And, like, the same can be used for Dynamic Punch and stuff like that, too. Assuming you get the right Pokemon. That can learn both Lock-On and Dynamic Punch, rather. And Seeking. Yeah, my nose is running. That's great. So many Pokemon to try out. That's why I kind of like Generation 5, or at least Black and White. Like that, it's stand by the fact that that was actually a really novel idea of just limiting the trainer, at least until you defeated the champion, to the actual 5th gen Pokemon, not anything beforehand, which really just forces you to, you know, experiment with those Pokemon. And you never really had that in the last ones, because like in 4th gen, you could just basically roll off of a lot of the Pokemon from the earlier generations. So like, I mean, as a result, I've barely tried any of the 4th gen Pokemon. Although, in my defense, I've only played 4th gen once, because again, you guys already know about my Diamond file. I mean, I explained that so many damn times. I want to get Platinum, I really do, because I want to try the expanded story that they did on that. Not to mention, I would like to catch your Palkia, and I don't want to get Pearl. I mean, I'd like to find Pearl somewhere in my house, because it's buried around here somewhere. Like all my younger brother's DS games that just mysteriously disappeared one day. Yeah, it's annoying. Well, actually, I just realized there is actually one thing important here now that I'm looking at the player's guide. But, let's put you in front. But, yeah, that was the most northern trainer in this route, so we don't have to go any further north. There's not really any items to speak of. And going north just takes us to Lavender Town, so we're just gonna go south. And we're going to this little house over here, which is actually extremely important for us, because it has another one of these fishing guru guys. And I believe this is the guy that gives us the Super Rod, I think, which we haven't gotten yet, which is cool. Although, it's kind of weird how you have to wait so late. But yeah, the Super Rod, which basically, it gives you an even, it gives you a slightly expanded range of Pokemon out of the sea, but more importantly, it gives you the highest level Pokemon that you can get through fishing. So, it's very useful, definitely. Although it's not the best training tool, but it's definitely useful to have in the long run, I think. Plus, again, I think there are some Pokemon that you can only get with the Super Rod as opposed to a good Rod. So, not to mention, once you have the Super Rod, I don't think you can find Magikarps anymore. Or if you do, you find them at really high levels. But, anyways, Gyarados. Speaking of Magikarp... Yeah, I think with Super Rods you can't find Magikarps, because, like, with good Rods you still can, albeit at a higher level, but they are not as well, in old Rods. Yeah, old Rods, all you could really catch was Magikarp and then, like, one other Pokemon, but the other Pokemon had, like, a 5% chance of finding, so... and this has been going on. I think this is the last trainer of the route here, so... I could probably cut this video off at the end of this round and then just start up next video on 13. Alright, and level up. That's always nice. Alright, probably gotta deal with another Gyarados. Yeah, because just gotta keep you out here a little bit longer. Again, this is why I never really use Gyarados, because it's just too vulnerable to electric type moves. I just don't like it. I don't know. That's why I've never really used the red Gyarados. Although I will admit, because they can learn Twister, it is kind of useful against Claire. But anyways, this guy's done. The answer is coming up next. I wasn't paying attention. What answer? I think electricity is the most important thing in our daily lives. Or people wouldn't have made such a fuss when the power plant went on commission. Oh, he has a point. And there's an item over there, but we need cut, so I'm gonna ignore it. But anyways, this is Kaigo Shinai with Let's Play Pokemon Crystal, and in the next episode... You know what? I think I'm leaving off exactly where I did last time in yellow. But yeah, anyways, finishing up the Silence Bridge path, so I will see you then, guys.